In the previous spoiler, it was mentioned that Luo Feng had obtained a mysterious and heavily defying secret cultivation technique. As his human body practiced it, Luo Feng gradually discovered that the essence of this secret manual lay in using the soul crystal sphere and genetic force crystal sphere as cores. By integrating spiritual energy and genetic force with the body and referencing the operational laws of the universe, every cell within the body would autonomously strengthen, ultimately achieving a leap in the level of life genes. However, because it involved the operational laws of the universe, the cultivation process was extremely intricate where any slight mistake could lead to the cultivator's immediate demise. After his human body failed on the first attempt, Luo Feng decided to let the golden horned beast try. However, due to its massive size, the beast would be easily exposed in the real world. Thus, Luo Feng chose to let it cultivate within his internal world. But this raised a crucial question: if the golden horned beast failed in the cultivation process, would it cause the collapse of the entire internal world? The answer was no. You might recall that when the Masha clan clone was successfully nurtured, Luo Feng's internal world manifested three forms of himself: the human body, the Masha clan transformed Luo Feng, and another Luo Feng with the eyes of the golden horned beast. Why was it not the golden horned beast's actual body, but rather a human form Luo Feng with its eyes? This was because this Luo Feng with the golden horned beast's eyes was, in fact, the soul within the life core, that is the soul that had possessed the golden horned beast, which still retained a human form. Otherwise, when Luo Feng first entered Primal Chaos City, the Primal Chaos City leader would have seen through his secret and erased him on the spot. The true lifeline of the internal world was this life core's soul. If it were attacked and perished, the internal world would collapse along with it, and Luo Feng would be utterly annihilated. This was also why the Masha clan clone, which carried the life core, feared soul attacks, because its most vital soul core was hidden within the life core. However, both the human body and the golden horned beast had independently formed soul crystal spheres within their bodies. If these soul crystal spheres were destroyed, it would not affect the internal world at all. This was precisely why the golden horned beast could cultivate the secret manual safely within the internal world. Although the golden horned beast could refer to the human body's cultivation experiences, Luo Feng still chose a steady and methodical approach, minimizing the risks of errors during cultivation. He was well aware that even if the golden horned beast died from a failed cultivation attempt, his internal world could regenerate a new golden horned beast. However, he remained concerned given the beast's enormous size, as it required an astonishing amount of energy. Even with Luo Feng's vast resources, sustaining such a consumption would be extremely difficult. Unexpectedly, when the golden horned beast made a mistake during cultivation and was instantly reduced to dust, the internal world was able to directly reconstitute a complete golden horned beast using that very dust and without consuming any additional energy. Do not forget, the golden horned beast was naturally endowed with the ability to devour, and that dust, which from a certain perspective was nothing more than scattered soul remnants and disintegrated body matter transformed into cosmic energy. In other words, this dust was pure energy. More importantly, this entire process occurred within Luo Feng's internal world, which meant that he had unintentionally discovered an almost perfect energy recycling mechanism. No matter how many times the golden horned beast failed and died, it could be resurrected indefinitely without any additional energy consumption. Despite this, Luo Feng remained cautious, as each failure meant starting over, which was still an extremely time-consuming process. After all, he couldn't focus solely on enhancing his life gene level while neglecting his comprehension and cultivation of the original law. Through his relentless efforts, Luo Feng's human body took about 3 months to complete the first stage of cultivation, while the golden horned beast took a full 30 years. Don't forget that the golden horned beast's life gene level was already far superior to that of the human body. The higher the starting point, the greater the difficulty of cultivation, and the more time it naturally required. During the period when Luo Feng was fully devoted to cultivating the secret manual, Babata was responsible for monitoring Earth's transformation and upgrades, with the goal of locating the remaining metal plates. Unfortunately, even after deploying tens of millions of small and tiny probes, they found nothing. In fact, this was a deliberate arrangement by Zhuo Shanko, which also known as the Sitting Mountain Guest. Here's a little reveal: Sitting Mountain Guest was the fourth official master Luo Feng acknowledged in the original universe. Of course, if we don't count formal master-disciple relationships, there were many powerful figures whom Luo Feng addressed as teacher. As a member of the primordial void space, he was fully entitled to receive long-term guidance from an immortal-level powerhouse and could even apply to change teachers at any time. However, in Sitting Mountain Guest's view, the training provided by the Virtual Universe Company, as well as the meticulous guidance of those immortal-level powerhouses, was not enough to allow Luo Feng to truly reach the peak of the universe. What he sought was someone who could dominate the original universe and even stand above the entire universe ocean. Therefore, he intentionally hid different metal plates across the universe and set up layers of trials while embedding opportunities that could cause qualitative leaps in Luo Feng's strength. This way, in the process of searching for the metal plates, Luo Feng would have to rely on himself to overcome countless obstacles, continuously breaking through and growing stronger through life and death experiences. Returning to the storyline, while Luo Feng was focused on his cultivation, an assassination squad dispatched by the Zerg quietly infiltrated Earth, completely unbeknownst to him. Clearly, the Zerg had never given up on assassinating him. As mentioned in the previous spoiler, flying through the universe for 3 years was obviously impractical as it was a waste of time and easily attracted attention. To break and destroy Huyanbo's spatial secret technique and teleport directly to Earth, the Zerg would have had to sacrifice at least a Marquis Immortal level spy, which was not a cost they were willing to bear. After all, while Luo Feng had the potential to break through to the Marquis Immortal level or even higher, he was still just a domain master, far from being comparable to an existing Marquis Immortal. A genius was still just a genius, and they had not yet grown strong enough to influence the greater situation. Thus, the Zerg leadership adopted a compromise where they dispatched an immortal powerhouse with at least Marquis Immortal level strength to secretly send the assassination squad to the solar system, positioning them in a region not far from Earth. However, just as their spies had predicted, Earth's transformation had already been fully completed thanks to the highly efficient work of tens of millions of construction personnel. Earth was now heavily fortified, and the assassination squad found themselves completely unable to carry out their mission. With no other choice, they could only monitor Luo Feng's every move and relay intelligence back to their superiors. Of course, transmitting intelligence through the virtual universe was no easy task. The human race's defense system was exceptionally tight, making it nearly impossible for foreign spies to send messages. Any piece of information had to undergo hundreds or even thousands of layers of encryption before it could be successfully transmitted. This process was extremely cumbersome and would inevitably result in significant delays in communication. After 50 years of peaceful cultivation, the Virtual Universe Company finally assigned Luo Feng his first mission, that is eradicating Zerg spies. The target of this mission was the royal family of a mid-tier civilization under the jurisdiction of the Ganwu Universe country. They had been providing intelligence to the Zerg for over 1,000,000 years, causing significant losses to the human clan on the extragalactic battlefield. The Virtual Universe Company had always been ruthless toward traitors, and this time, Luo Feng's task was to wipe them out completely. The kill list included 2 soul-controlled immortal-level powerhouses, one of whom was a Marquis Immortal, for lower-tier world masters, and over 100 million individuals involved in intelligence transmission or betrayal of the human clan. Given the massive scope of the mission, it was clear that Luo Feng alone could not complete it. Thus, he would lead a legion from the Ganwu Universe country, with additional support from the Golden Horn Tribe's forces. However, not all battles could be handled by the legion as Luo Feng was required to personally eliminate the 4 World Master-level traitors. For a Domain Master Level 9 member of the Virtual Universe Company in the primordial void space, killing lower-tier World Masters was no challenge at all. A 9th-tier Domain Master had far greater comprehension of the original laws compared to a 1st-tier World Master, rendering the latter's world projection suppression nearly negligible. For Luo Feng, even without using his full strength, his human body alone could easily slay them. Did anyone notice that in episode 159's preview, the metal plates containing methods to enhance life gene levels did not appear? Does this mean that the plotline was cut? I think this is highly unlikely. After all, the secret manual's cultivation is crucial to Luo Feng's growth, and removing it entirely would be unreasonable. A more probable explanation is that the production team adjusted the storyline, similar to how they altered the sequence of the Demon Mountain arc originally. Luo Feng was supposed to take on the Demon Mountain mission before participating in the qualification battle, but in the series, the order was reversed. This adjustment might have been made for similar reasons. For example, in the series, Luo Feng's mission involves eliminating over 100 million spies, which is an extremely violent and bloody scenario that may not be suitable for direct depiction. As a result, the production team might have modified the role of the Golden Horn Tribe, portraying them as minors in the show. This would shift the narrative so that Luo Feng, while mediating the conflict between the Golden Horn Tribe and the royal family, accidentally discovers the royal family's collusion with the Zerg. This change would also naturally lead to Luo Feng breaking through to the Domain Master level during the investigation that we had seen in the previous episodes. My reasoning for this speculation is based on the dialogue in episode 157's banquet scene. The royal family members displayed a strong sense of dissatisfaction toward the Golden Horn Tribe. They believed that, as a vassal race of humanity, the Golden Horn tribe should not have autonomy and were oblivious to their own harsh oppression of them. Additionally, the production team gave special focus to several new characters. Given their usual storytelling approach, it is highly likely that one of them is a traitor. However, what intrigues me is whether Luo Feng's battle where he personally slays the 4 world masters will remain in the adaptation. If it gets cut, that would be a real pity. However, Luo Feng's efforts to help the Golden Horn tribe miners resolve their unfair treatment would still naturally lead to an invitation from the elders of the Golden Horn tribe, allowing him to visit their homeland to strengthen their relationship. This ensures that the story continues along the main plotline. Interestingly, the creator of the Yenshin armament hails from the Golden Horn tribe. This fact will undoubtedly attract Luo Feng's interest, as the Golden Horn tribe's geniuses are no less skilled in using the Yenshin armament than humans. Most importantly, on the continent where the Golden Horn tribe resides, a world master level space beast is imprisoned. This would mark the second time we encounter a space beast after the Golden Horned beast, and this time, it is a peak bloodline destruction beast. It is well known that space beasts are favored by the original laws, but the destruction beast differs from the Golden Horned beast in that it specializes in the laws of lightning and time. Moreover, it possesses an unparalleled innate secret technique, time stasis. Time stasis is an almost unbeatable secret technique that can render opponents of the same level completely immobile for a short duration, granting absolute superiority in battle. Due to the governing rules of the universe, time stasis cannot be maintained for long or applied over a large area, but breaking free from it remains an extremely difficult task. There are essentially 2 ways to counter time stasis. The first is extreme speed. Only by reaching an inconceivable velocity, nearing teleportation, can one avoid being locked and thus evade the effects of time stasis. But ask yourself, how many below the King Immortal level have mastered teleportation? This is one of the key reasons why the Destruction Beast is invincible among the same level, same rank. The second method is absolute power. As the saying goes, overwhelming strength breaks all techniques. When one's strength reaches a certain threshold, no secret technique can remain effective. However, within the same rank, creatures capable of surpassing a space beast in raw strength are nearly non-existent, except for some rare few special life forms. This explains why even an ordinary immortal level expert stands no chance against a pinnacle world master level space beast. Given its immense power, why then was the Destruction Beast confined to the Golden Horn tribe's domain? The answer is simple: it was captured by a universe venerable proficient in the original law of space. A being who has fully mastered the original law of space would have little difficulty suppressing a peak world master level space beast. The Destruction Beast's innate talent is nothing short of heavenly defying and is incredibly enticing. It is important to note that innate abilities do not require training to manifest as they emerge naturally, just like the Golden Horned Beast's devouring talent. If not for Luo Feng's expanding vision as his status grew, he might have long considered the Destruction Beast as his 4th clone target, and the later emergence of the Secluded Ocean clone might never have happened. Well, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Wish you a wonderful day.